What's good, everybody? It's your boy Kool Aus, and welcome to another episode of Kool Konvos. Today, I have my bro with me. Today, I have the boy JAiMS with me. What's good,
Yes,
JAiMS? How
sir.
are you?
It's good, fam. I can feeling good. You feel me? Feeling good.
Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, I know who you are, but for the people who are just tuning in, let them know who JAiMS is and what he does.
Word, man. So you feel me? Rapper out of New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Graduated from Hampton University about a year ago. You feel me? Just trying to figure out like how to balance this work life along with still trying to pursue music. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, man. Just really trying to get out here and make music for real.
Hey, that's what's up, man. So, for being an
Already.
artist, I've seen you perform before, and your performance skill is amazing. Like, you have
Thank
so
you,
much
man.
energy when you perform. How is it during the quarantine? Like, you're stuck in the house. Creators like us, we have to be out and about. We gotta be on the move. So,
Word.
how has it been that you've been stuck in the house?
Man, it's actually been a benefit for me because, since we've been in the house, I've been able to like lock in more with the music. You know what I'm saying? So like while we've been in here, I built like a small little at-home studio. I've been working on my production. I worked on engineering, and I actually have you're the first one to hear about it. It's crazy about the timing of this. Like I got an album coming out. You feel me? June 19th. It's the first time I'm telling people. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Because of this quarantine, even though you're right, like I do like to like give that energy out to other people. It's allowed me to focus it in a specific area, and I've been able to work on music a lot more. So
that's what's up, man. And you mentioned you're from New Jersey. It's so many big names come out of Brick City, man. So how has New Jersey influenced your musical brand or your musical genre?
Man, it's crazy, right? I think that the artists that we know from Jersey, like Lauryn Hill or Joe Budden, like they always, regardless of how you see them in the scope of music, they've always been able to get something different to music. You know what I'm saying? I think that New Jersey just gives me that different aspect, like just the way I talk, the way I flow, the way I deliver my music. It's not going to be like a New York artist. It's not going to be like a California or LA artist. Like it's just, the Jersey vibe is just different than anything else. So yeah, man, definitely.
It really is. And coming from New Jersey, was it hard to transition to such a vibe like Virginia? Because Virginia is so ambiguous. Like, you really don't know what vibe you're going to get. So how was that transforming to that one solid vibe to like coming to a melting pot of vibes?
Man, it's funny, right? So being in Jersey, even though we're different from New York, we're still close to New York, so we have that city vibe, right? And then my family's from North Carolina. So I'm thinking that Virginia's gonna be like that down south kind of feel. Right. But it's not like that at all. You feel me? So I had to make that adjustment, man. Like Hampton was a huge like 180 for me, like trying to figure out how to adapt in this kind of environment. And it's like going to Hampton, like you got people who are coming from Cali, like you said, a melting pot, people from Virginia, people from up north, people from down south. So it's like you're meeting all these different people, all these different energies, and having to adapt and still be yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it was a challenge at first, for real, just because I also am an introvert. But, I worked it out, and I was able to make some good connections while in Virginia. So, absolutely.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, being from the city, then coming down to the 757, can you name me some inspirations? Like, I know you got inspirations from both cities.
Word. So you talking about like artists? You talking about music projects? Like,
yeah, all that. Like whoever inspired your craft in general. Like,
man, like, I really started listening to music like maybe like 2009, 2010. You feel what I'm saying? That's when I really got into music. You know what I'm saying? So around that time, that's when like Drake was being discovered, and that's when like Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 3. So you like you're at the top of his game. So to be honest, like it's not even from either Jersey or Virginia, but really the number one influence that I had came from that Cash Money, Young Money era. You feel what I'm saying? Like listening to them just do that whole takeover, man. Like that was like super influential to me because it showed me like Drake was an artist who was like the first guy rapping and singing at the same time. And Wayne was like, in my opinion, one of the best lyricists at the time. So watching them just do what they do really inspired me to do what I do now. And like, it influenced the movement, you know what I'm saying? How I'm making my music as well. You feel me? So
hey, that's what's up, bro. That's really what's up. And me actually listening to your music, it actually gives me like you can get into that, you know, that melting pot where your sound is very versatile. And speaking of your sound, I want to get into your album that you dropped, One Free Bird.
Yes,
so how did the name come about? Before we get into the track list, how did the name come about?
Man, it's that different vibe I'm telling you about, man, from Jersey, man. Like, so, you know, the way I always looked at just life in general, you know, like I feel like myself, yourself, everyone we know, we all have something in us that makes us innately different than anybody else. But I think that the world so often forces us to be like somebody else or be like the people who are popular, whatever the case may be. So with me dropping that album, One Free Bird, it was really just telling you like, yo, go against the rest of the flock, you know, do something different, be yourself, like be whatever it is that God called you to be. And through that, that's how you'll be able to be as successful as, you know, you possibly can be, not by being like anybody else. So that was the whole idea behind the title of the project, One Free Bird.
That's what's up, man. And it's one of like I've listened to a lot of music doing what I do, interviewing people, but I have to say it's one of my favorite projects, man. 13 tracks.
Amen.
I listen to them all. My personal favorite is Heavyweight. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. So what was the funnest song to make off the album?
Bro, probably. Man, that's a great question. Man, all right. So I'm stuck between the one you mentioned, Heavyweight, and then the outro, Wrong. You know what I'm saying? So Heavyweight, that song was super last minute. So like I had one song in that spot, and I was like, it just didn't work for the album. Like when everything was said and done, it just didn't fit in that spot anymore. So we scrapped it. And then, you know, Zay, shout out to Zay Blaze. Yeah. I'm talking with him and I'm going through all these files trying to figure out like what beat works. And crazy enough, my dude from Jersey, shout out to Swami, he sent me like a beat pack like a week before I finalized the album. And then that beat pack is how I found that Heavyweight beat, and I put it together super last minute, brought it to the studio, and it just worked so perfectly, man. Like, so that whole process that I had to like come in, like go into Jordan mode, Kobe mode,
right,
coming with a clutch shot just to make the album come together was important for me. And then also, man, that last song, Wrong, like that was, like I'm telling you now, I'm working on my production. That was one of the first songs I produced. You know what I'm saying? So like for me to produce, and it's like a dance hall kind of be like a Caribbean kind of vibe. So for me to come up with something like that on one of my first like productions, you know, like was just like such a moment for me. Right. So yeah, man, like between one of those two tracks, they just made the project so much better. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. And you know how you just listen to an album and then you have that one song that stick to you. That's how Heavyweight was to me. I was just like, man. JAiMS is in his bag with this one. Like, it's in his bag with this one. So I really enjoyed the album, and I was blessed enough to even see your work ethic, like just how you work. Cause like I was telling Zay when I interviewed him, we all filmed the movie together, and between takes, y'all was in the studio, y'all was working, like, and it was just like, man, that was kind of like inspiring to me, cause like here we are filming a whole movie, and when it's not their parts, like they're making music, like they're making music. So where do you get that drive from? Like, where does that drive come from?
Man, I don't even know, man. It's just like, it's inherent, man. I think it either came from my mother or my grandmother. You feel what I'm saying? Like my mom raised me to be someone who always, like, regardless of the situation you're in, you never accept like life struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like you recognize them, absolutely, but you never say, okay, this is just where I'm at. You always go for what it is that God has for you. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I'm faced with any trials and tribulations, or even when I'm in a situation where I know I want something, I've always recognized, okay, I have this, and this in front of me. What do I need to do to go get what I want? And I just do it, man. It's just natural for me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's, I can't even give you a reason other than that. You know what I'm saying? Like I watched my mom do it for so long. I watched my grandma do it, and it's something that I just do naturally. Absolutely.
And that's definitely a drive, like to see how your parents just get up and make a way every day. That definitely sets a fire in you. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you spoke on your mother and your grandmother. How important is it for you to be a Black creator to have that family support, like to have family support in your craft?
Bro, it's everything, man. Like I do this for my family. You know what I'm saying? Like I really like, a little bit more about myself. My father left when I was 6. You know what I'm saying? Then he died when I was 15. So not being able to have that relationship with him is something that drives me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that I want to continue to build my family. I want to continue to make something out of myself so that they can see what I've done, for them. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to build generational wealth. I want to be able to build something strong, like from here on out, a dynasty, you know what I'm saying, with my name attached to it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it means the world to me to do this for my family. Like if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even be working as hard as I am. So yeah, man.
That's what's up, man. That really hit home with me. Because you see what you can do, and you know where you can go. You seen so many people's stories that we look up to where they were doing what you were doing in the closet recording, and now they're Grammy Award winning, so you see the possibility, and you have that vision of like, man, I'm not just doing this for me, I'm doing it for my family. And that's just that's just a great feeling. All right, so we're gonna switch turns right now, and we're about to play our game. You've been in Virginia long enough to play this game that I have today. It is called How Virginia Are You? You have 20 seconds to name as many Virginia celebrities as possible.
Okay.
It can be artists, it can be actors, it can be whomever. You feel me? But you got 20 seconds. I'm about to put 20 seconds on the clock right now. James, you think the highest score has been 11? You think you can beat that?
Nah, bro. I'm gonna try though.
All right, man. 20 seconds on the clock. On your mark, get set, go.
Look, I got Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I got Trey Songz.
Mm-hmm.
I got Missy Elliott.
Okay.
All right. I got Push.
Okay.
All right, that's 4. I think that's all the music I got right there.
You missing one?
I'm missing one? Pharrell.
Time's up.
How'd I do, bro? How'd I do?
You did look. You did better than most. So I give you that. All right, so I got 2 more questions for you tonight. My first question is going to be, where do you see JAiMS in the next 5 years?
Bro, JAiMS in the next 5 years is, man, I need my name on several Grammy Awards in 5 years, man. Like I'm speaking that now. You know what I'm saying? Like I need my name on several Grammy Awards in 5 years. I need the artist of the year recognition. I need an album of the year recognition. Like that's the work ethic. If I don't get it, then that's just what God wanted. But I'm working for that, man. Absolutely.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Manifest that, man. You don't know. We live in a generation right now where it's like one retweet and boom, you there. Like you got a record deal. You got a record deal, so manifest that, man. I definitely believe that it can happen. Just don't forget about me when you get out there. Don't forget about me. If you ever need an interview again, let me know.
For sure, already, bro. You already know.
All right, so the last question of the night is, if you can give 14-year-old JAiMS advice with all the knowledge, with all the background that you have now as a young adult, what would that be?
Man, it would be, don't worry so much about what other people are thinking, what other people are doing, because you have everything you need to be everything you want to be. Yeah, man.
That's deep.
That'd be it. Yeah, that'd be it right there.
Hey, man, I appreciate you for being on the show today, man. This has been Awesome, bro. Like you already know I support all my friends, and I always said, man, I'm gonna have you on my show. But I'm definitely a believer of divine timing, and right now, you know, it's definitely the time. You about to drop some more heat for us, so this can come at a most better time, man. So tell the people where they can follow you, where they can listen to your music. Give us all that.
Word, man. So follow me on the gram, you feel me? FreeJAiMS. That's Free JAiMS. You find me the same place on Twitter, Facebook. Free JAiMS is the brand. You can find me everywhere on that. And then look up, if you're looking up on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, any of that, JAiMS. You feel me, JAiMS. That's all it is.
The lowercase I.
Lowercase I. You feel me? Capital J, capital A, lowercase I, capital M, capital S. Facts.
Hey.
But son, I appreciate you, bro. You feel me? I remember we were supposed to do an interview back like a few months ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate you locking this in with me, man. I appreciate talking to you. Anytime you need me, you got me. For sure.
Hey, same here, bro. Same here. Make sure when you drop that music, give it to me so I can put it out, so I can promote it. I definitely I'm always here for you, man.
That's love, buddy. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man. All right, I'm gonna catch up with you. All right.
That's a fact, my boy.
All right, peace.
All right.